You may have heard of this little indie game where you build stuff and everything is pixelated. It's kind of niche. Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time, and there's a good chance you've at least heard about it. The game is a hit amongst players of all age groups and play styles, with a huge community of creative people supporting the game. How did this game, originally created by one guy, become the behemoth it is today? Marcus Pearson, also known as Notch, always had a passion for coding even as a kid. He knew he wanted to be a game developer when he grew up. He started his career as a web developer for Game Federation, where he met Rolf Jansen. In 2006, Pearson and Jansen created the project Worm Online, released through their new entity Mojang Specifications AB, though Pearson left the game in 2007, taking the Mojang name with him. Pearson worked for Midas Player, now known as King, makers of Candy Crush, in 2004, but he would leave the company in 2009 after the company banned him from creating his own games in fear of him creating a competitor. Pearson created his own projects in his free time, one of these projects being Ruby Dung, an isometric three-dimensional base-building game like Roller Coaster Tycoon, which he worked on through the early 2000s. Unfortunately, the game was never released as Pearson lost interest in the project. Until 2009. He found an open-source multiplayer block-based sandbox game known as Infiniminer, which was a competitive team-based game similar to Team Fortress 2. Cheating became rampant and the game became unplayable, so it lost support and was available to the public. Pearson loved the building and mining concept of Infiniminer, so he used the engine and added his own graphics from RubyDung. The game was very simple. You could only place or remove a small collection of blocks. You couldn't save the world, so every time you opened the game up again, you would have to start from scratch. The game was called Cave Game, until he eventually settled on the name for the project, Minecraft. Notch uploaded his new game to the TGI source forums for people to download and play for themselves on May 17, 2009. Though the game was so basic, people enjoyed it. Notch kept development on the game, updating it frequently. By January 13th, there were 100,000 registered users. Notch kept his community updated with the game's development through his Tumblr blog, and would upload tests of the game to his YouTube channel, but he had not advertised the game in any way. The game eventually entered the third phase of development, infinite development. And by May, Notch was making enough money that he could quit his job and work on the game full-time. PayPal locked his account due to possible fraud. 400 copies of the game were sold a day. That's $4,000 a day. On June 30th, the alpha version of the game was released, and in August came multiplayer, which was monumental for the future of Minecraft.
Hello everyone, my name is CNanners and welcome to the first episode of the Minecraft Let's Play live commentary.
In the same month, CNanners, a small creator at the time, uploaded his first Minecraft video, which sits at 8 million views today. In September, Minecraft moved out of alpha into beta, which came with a price increase. The game now costs $19.50. By the end of 2009, they had 20,000 downloads. By the end of 2010, they sold an average of 20,000 copies a day. In fact, there was a growing community of players on YouTube that would help the game grow. About 1/3 of players at the time said they found the game through a YouTube video. Some YouTubers' first videos were Minecraft videos. PewDiePie, one of the biggest faces on the platform and who sits at 111 million subscribers today, his first video was a Minecraft video uploaded in October of 2010. Most of these videos were very simple though, just a single person or a group of friends recording themselves playing the game, known as a Let's Play. Also, the first Minecraft Con was technically held this year. Notch was in the States for some business meetings and asked the community if they'd like to meet him in person. He didn't expect anybody to show up, maybe a person or two, but a reported 50 people showed up. "2011 was a big year for the Minecraft community. Starting the year off, the game surpasses 1 million sales. Minecraft was also looking at expanding its reach to new players, so in May they announced Minecraft Pocket Edition, a mobile application that would eventually be available on both Android and iOS by year's end. An Xbox 360 version of the game was announced at that year's E3 and released the next year. Minecraft passed 10 million registered users by July. The YouTube community around this time was expanding, with better quality videos. Some creators created elaborate cinematic stories with unique camera shots. This was a huge change because most videos were from a first-person perspective with little to no editing. Minecraft parody songs and animations became very popular, with people like Captain Sparkles growing a following from their songs. There were a ton of community-created mods, add-ons, and custom maps, changing the content landscape. Creators also started building stories into their playthroughs, keeping fans engaged as if it were a show.
Hooray! Minecraft! We've created a new
One of these
server,
creators was Blue
and we can
Zephos,
show people
better known as
how to play
Yogscast.
Minecraft,
The
how
group
to
uploaded
survive.
Minecraft
First
content
night
back in
was
2010, but
terribly
didn't blow up
snowy.
until 2011. They had built a massive story in their Let's Play series and had hit 1 million YouTube subscribers by the end of the year, which at the time was a big deal. Minecon 2011 was held in Las Vegas and had a reported 4,500 attendees. At Minecon, Notch announces that he'd be stepping down from lead developer, being replaced by Jeb, a strong member of the team who was just hired about a year prior. Another announcement is that Minecraft will be stepping out of beta, and the game would officially release. In 2012, Minecraft content got thousands of views, and it was normal to see at least one Minecraft video in your trending tab. YouTube itself was changing as well. Instead of creators being paid for the amount of views they received, they would instead be paid for how much watch time they received. This worked wonderfully for Let's Players, as each video was around 10 minutes, but the kind of Minecraft videos that were made were expanding. Adventure maps and servers were very popular for content creators. There were custom maps and mods that made Minecraft more into an RPG with set goals and more to do. Servers turned Minecraft into less of a sandbox adventure game into whatever a player wanted. Survival games, based off of the very popular Hunger Games, were extremely popular amongst players and brought in a ton of views on YouTube. This brought a more competitive scene to Minecraft that was absent before. Minecon 2012 is considered to be the best amongst content creators. It was held at Disneyland Paris and had 4,500 attendees. Minecraft had become the 6th best-selling PC game of all time and had made $211 million in revenue. Not long after becoming the 6th best, Minecraft becomes the best-selling PC game with 10 million sales. So up to this point, I haven't talked much about the content within the game. You see, in March, the 1.5 update, or the Redstone update, was released. Okay, so what is Redstone? Redstone is an ore in the game that allows players to create mechanical builds. This update was huge for the community. Redstone tutorials became big because everyone wanted cool technology, but everybody was too stupid to learn about Redstone. I mean, they even made a book sold at book fairs for kids to make their little machines, and I still have it. 2013 is widely accepted as the peak of Minecraft YouTube. More and more creators switch from other games to play Minecraft, one of these being the oh-so-famous Sky Does Minecraft. Sky created multiplayer content with a group of other creators, eventually calling themselves Team Crafted. They dominated the YouTube space during the year, launching Sky to the most popular Minecraft YouTuber of 2013. Team Crafted would later break apart and do their own things, but they started a trend for other creators. Mods were more popular than ever, from mod showcases to modded survival let's plays. Kids, like me, ate it up. And most of the memorable Minecraft YouTubers were starting to make their mark this year, such as Beijing Canadian, Jerome ASF, Sundee, Husky Mudkips, Ant Venom, Popular MMOs, and Stampy. Oh boy, the beginning of the downfall. Things were better than they could ever be. Servers were more popular than ever, as new tech allowed for servers to have lobbies. Before this, players would have to go to a website or forum hosted by the server and find a server IP address for the room they wanted to join. So basically every room was its own server. Now, it was all in one server, easier to access. Servers had tons of minigames such as Spleef, Parkour, and the aforementioned survival games. Since servers became so big, they could profit off their growing player base. Okay, that sounds predatory. But keep in mind, servers take a ton of work and money to keep running. So some implemented subscriptions for in-server perks, such as a fancy role or player customization. In June, Minecraft updated its user license agreement, which stated that players were no longer allowed to make money from the game. This was specifically targeted at servers and created tension between Mojang and the community. Unfortunately, the man who would end up taking the blame was Notch. Notch took zero part in changing the agreement, so he had no response to the outrage. Frustrated, he jokingly tweeted, "Anyone want to buy my share of Mojang so I can move on with my life? Getting hate for trying to do the right thing is not my gig." On September 15th, Microsoft bought Mojang and Minecraft for $2.5 billion. This shot Notch's net worth to $1.5 billion. With this newfound freedom, he outbid Beyoncé and Jay-Z for a mansion that cost $7 million and pursued a life of luxury. Notch made sure to keep Mojang mostly independent and to make sure his employees got the benefits and pay they needed. Microsoft was supposed to be mostly hands-off, instead providing resources for Mojang. Despite this, the community felt betrayed by the decision. The man who had built the empire had jumped ship, and the game was now in the hands of a large and greedy company. The game and the community started to lose steam in 2015. The game was made available to PlayStation players in 2014, but the game would finally be playable on a Nintendo system this year, the very successful Wii U. Another new thing was Minecraft Story Mode, a choose-your-own-adventure game that was received alright, sitting at an average of 3 out of 5 stars. The game was available through chapters that would be released throughout the year. Players could either buy them individually or pay for a pass and receive them all when they came out. There was no Minecon on the previous year, but this year's Minecon was the biggest to date, with 10,000 attendees, receiving the Guinness World Record for largest convention of a single video game. The game also wins a Kids' Choice Award for the most addicting game. Windcraft, a vanilla server created in 2013, became very popular this year as it pushed what was possible in vanilla, unmodded Minecraft. This means that players aren't required to download third-party software for the experience. Instead, it functions like any other server would. Windcraft was created by Joomla, Salted, and Grian. Grian is also part of Hermitcraft, a group created in 2012 that grew in popularity this year. Hermitcraft is a survival multiplayer server, or SMP for short, full of content creators big and small. They were set apart with their skills, like crazy redstone or fantastic builds. The series continues to this day, with Grian being the most popular of the group next to Mumbo Jumbo, a redstone-focused builder. Speaking of building, build teams were very busy this year with commissions. You see, big companies and other outside groups wanted to take advantage of Minecraft being such a large platform, so they commissioned build teams to create maps that they could use to advertise with. So remember companies using Minecraft to advertise? Well, not anymore, because Mojang banned that. Mojang was open to partnerships with companies, but not to use Minecraft as a free advertising space for many reasons. This year, Minecraft Education Edition is released. Education Edition is a version of Minecraft designed for education in a classroom setting. Chinese fans could also play the game finally. Some Minecraft creators were getting bored of the game or losing views, so they made the switch to another child-friendly game, Roblox. Roblox is very similar to Minecraft in that it's more of a platform than just a game. Roblox also survived off of community-created content, but unlike Minecraft, it was free. Despite the slowing growth, Minecraft hit 100 million copies sold this year, and Minecon had 12,000 attendees. YouTube in 2017 was rough, to say the least. YouTube pushed a more child-friendly look in order to get more advertisers. Also around this time was the death of Vine, one of the predecessors to TikTok. Large creators on Vine jumped ship and moved to YouTube to keep their audiences, such as Logan and Jake Paul, Liza Koshy, David Dobrik, and many more. There was also one more thing that would completely change the online gaming space. You may have never heard of it, Fortnite. A free online battle royale game that became the most popular game within weeks with its simple gameplay loop, bright map, and guns. It was a hit amongst kids and content creators. The biggest Minecraft server at the time, Hypixel, had negatively spiked in players due to Fortnite's release. Minecraft also saw some pretty lacking updates throughout these years. The only big change was that Minecraft Bedrock Edition would have a marketplace. Minecraft has two versions of the game, the PC exclusive and original version, Java, and the cross-platform version, Bedrock. The Bedrock Marketplace was a host of community content that could be bought and played by players. Most of the content was adventure maps and texture packs, but it allowed build teams to directly profit from their work instead of floating on commissions. This was seen as a positive by some, but by others, it was seen negatively as it seemed like Microsoft pushing microtransactions. This year saw no Minecon. Instead, they transitioned to an online live stream called Minecon Earth. It's mainly used to talk about the community, keep the community updated about what was to come, and most importantly, community votes for features that would be added in the future. This year had a mob vote between 4 mobs. Only one would be added to the game. The winner was the Phantom, a mob that spawns and attacks players when they don't sleep for 3 days. This choice is still controversial to this day. In 2018, Minecraft hit 144 million sales, with 74 million monthly active users this year. The game made $500 million in revenue for the year. In 2018 alone, around 311,000 user-generated Minecraft YouTube videos pulled in a total of 45.1 billion views. The 2016 election was a big deal, and many people shared their controversial opinions online. One of these people being Notch. With his billions and billions of dollars, he had nothing to do with his time besides tweet. So tweet he did. He openly supported Trump, argued with feminists, and made many transphobic comments. Over time, his views became more radicalized and started to talk about QAnon. Notch had become a liability for Mojang, so the following year they removed all references to him in the game besides, well, his name in the credits. This year, on May 17th, marked Minecraft's 10th birthday. Mojang celebrated this with an expansive adventure map, which served as a museum/theme park for players to explore. Minecraft also became the best-selling video game of all time. Hypixel Skyblock is released this year, an MMORPG server. Content creators ate this up, creating guides and challenges, one of these creators being Technoblade. Techno grew for his competitive content. He would also win 4 Minecraft Mondays in a row. Minecraft Monday was a weekly event hosted by Keemstar that started off as a survival games tournament. The contenders were all content creators that were put in teams of 2. Live streaming was becoming more popular on platforms such as Twitch.tv, Call Me Carson being one of the creators that grew on this platform. He created a server called SMP Live. The only rule is that players had to live stream the game whenever they played on the server. Though these things helped bring back the game on YouTube, nothing did as much as PewDiePie's new Let's Play series. The series grew to almost 50 episodes and was originally intended to be a one-off video, but the amount of views on one video enticed PewDiePie to make a few more. Minecraft saw a new update this year, 1.14 Village and Pillage update. This revamped villages in the game, adding new mechanics and bringing old players back. Mojang had a few announcements for other projects this year. The first announcement is that they would stop support for Minecraft Story Mode and focus on a new dungeon crawler game fittingly named Minecraft Dungeons. They would also try to compete with Pokemon Go with Minecraft Earth, an AR mobile game. COVID forced everyone inside and isolated many people. Minecraft was a perfect way to connect. With online servers or realms, you could play with friends. Microsoft said in April it tailed a 25% increase in the number of new players joining its games community, and a 40% spike in the number of people playing together. Twitch.tv grew around 80%. This translates to Twitch viewers watching about 1.8 billion hours compared to 1.1 billion hours the previous year. YouTube saw a spike in viewers as well. Minecraft had already begun its comeback the previous years, but this shot it to the moon. A new face to the Minecraft content community would also break records. Dream, whether you like him or not, was the fastest growing YouTuber, gaining 10 million subscribers in just 1 year. He had a series where Dream would try to beat the game as fast as he could while his friends attempted to stop him. His friends, including George Not Found, Sapnap, Bad Boy Halo, and Skeppy. Dream was well known for speedrunning, which is where players attempt to beat the game as quick as possible with whatever gimmicks they could get around, except the only rule is you can't cheat. He would come under fire in 2021 for allegedly cheating in a record that earned him first place. The drama got so crazy that he supposedly hired a statistician to prove he was innocent, only for him to admit he cheated months later. Dream helped create a new generation of Minecraft content creators and players. He made a server called Dream SMP, which consisted of the Dream Team, him and his friends, and other content creators old and new. Some honorable mentions being Wilbur Soot, Philza, Technoblade, Quackity, and Tommy Innit. Tommy was mainly prevalent on Twitch, breaking records for most viewed Minecraft stream and most followed Minecraft streamer when he was just 17. In August of 2021, Technoblade would post a video about his absence from the platform. He had cancer, but he said everything would be fine and that he'd make a swift recovery so he could go back to making videos again. A little less than a year later, a video would be posted to his channel called So Long Nerds. Techno had passed away, and it shook the community. Minecraft saw some game-changing updates within these years. 1.16, the Nether update, revamped, you never guessed it, the Nether Dimension. This completely changed speedrunning, which had become popular again thanks to creators like Dream and Illumina. Later, Minecraft would announce the Caves and Cliffs update. There was a ton of promised content in the original trailer, but unfortunately, they had to split it into multiple major updates over the following years. These updates included a total rehaul of cave generation, new cave biomes, new mobs, and new mountain terrain. Players had mixed reactions about these updates. On one hand, the game felt fresh and new as one of the core mechanics of the game, mining, was now much different and more challenging. But on the other hand, it was hard to recognize what the game had become. Some players found the vast and treacherous caves to be unlike Minecraft. Mojang also released a new game called Minecraft Legends, a real-time action strategy game. Reviews on the game are mixed, but then again, it came out this year, so it's in its infancy. So, how did Minecraft become the behemoth it is today? The combination of a passionate creator and his found team, the simplicity and power of the game, and the community that helped to build it. Minecraft is now the best-selling video game of all time, and the most watched topic on YouTube. This game is a beloved staple of many people's childhoods, and YouTubers helped create that. Though the game might have another decline, I'm sure the game will continue to inspire many people and have another explosive comeback. But it is evident that the game won't die anytime soon.